Paige, just a question on the last possession. What did you see as far as the inbound defense, and what were you looking at when we took the final shot?
Offensively?
Offensively.
I saw that they were switching everything. Didn't really get separation on anything, so just try to put some up at the buzzer.
Louisa, what were some of the things that you saw down the stretch that the team maybe did well but also could improve?
I think in offense we took we took good shots. It's like we have a good flow. We get to know each other better. But then in defense we need to be tougher, especially like in that final stretch when it's getting a tight game. But also first half wasn't our best defensive half, so I think we need to start more aggressive and not just wait for them to be aggressive and then react.
On a positive note, you guys shot 50% from the three-point line tonight. It's one of the best shooting games. Was it more of a just different looks, or was it just more of the ball just falling through the points?
Who's that for? Yeah, I think ever since All-Star break, we've been getting a lot better movement on offense and changing sides of the floor and getting open looks, reading with the defense. There's a lot of pop threes tonight, so the Post did a great job of knocking them down and then just reading if they go under, being aggressive, hunting those threes, and taking great shots, three-point line and in. It doesn't really matter. So that's what we were given tonight.
Paige, you had numerous drives for finishes, in the fourth quarter. Just what were some of the things you were seeing to attack the paint?
Yeah, just, a little bit of separation on screens. My teammates are doing a really good job of screening, getting me open. They played mostly drop the entire game, so just knowing if I got a little bit of advantage. And the Posts were hitting threes, so it kind of forced them to have to play to that. And so open up the lane a little bit and just trying to be aggressive, attack the rim, get to the free throw line.
Drake on the Zoom.
Paige, what's your comfort level getting to the rim right now? Feels like a lot of times you stick in that mid-range area, but obviously you had a few big drives tonight.
Yeah, a mix and balance of both. I feel like to not over-penetrate too much, but I feel like I can get to the paint, get to the rim a little bit more, get to the free throw line a little bit more, draw a little bit more contact, but I've always loved my mid-range jump shot, and I don't think that will ever change, but finding a better balance of both.
Rob, go ahead.
Thank you, Rob Kios from the podium finish. Paige and Louisa, tough result tonight, but there was plenty of stretches where this team really dug in and showed fights. So for you, Paige, Nancy Lieberman praised your elite footwork, especially how you create space for mid-range shots and setbacks. From your perspective, how has that been part of your game to help find rhythm on the court and help open things up for your teammates? And for Louisa, what's it like to play along someone like Paige and your teammates to have that kind of command and timing on the floor tonight?
Sorry. Yeah, I think playing against defenders in this league, they're the best defenders in the world. So you have to be able to get your shot off in tight spaces and close spaces, be able to create space to get your jump shot off. So working on that footwork ever since I was little, I think that's been, it's a fundamental. So it's like something I learned since I was in middle school and something that is kind of underrated. And so you continue to work on throughout your entire basketball life.
Why are you laughing? I think for me, it's fun to play with them. P's an elite guard. It's fun to play with her. It's fun to get her in pick and rolls. She draws a lot of attention, so we can definitely use that. She can knock down her mid-range, which is actually a really good one, so I wanted to keep taking those. And then, it's the same with Reek. These are one of the best guards in the league. So it's just fun playing around them and then get open looks and share the knowledge, learn from them also, improve their IQ, and then, just having fun on that court.
Lynn.
Louisa, earlier you said the defense need to improve. What specific areas would you like to see from your team improving on that end?
I think it's a mix of everything. We have sequences where our pick and roll defense is not what we wanted to do, where it's not tough enough, where it's not aggressive enough. Then we have one-on-ones where we get in rotations and then we're not holding our one-on-one. So I have the feeling it's a mix of both. Then there are fouls at the rim where we don't have to foul, and we're doing some of those. So I think it's really a mix of everything, and you can't really focus on one thing.
Louisa, you've had quite a few impressive 3-point shooting games. Just what has helped you find that consistency from 3?
Confidence of my teammates, honestly. Them telling me to shoot, them giving me the confidence, even if I'm like having one off night or 2 off nights in a row, like to keep shooting that, to keep believing in my shot, and then also like I know I can make them. So I mean, every night, every shot is a new opportunity. So I keep taking them, and if they're open and if they're good shots, yeah.
Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
Reset here and open up questions.
What were some of your main takeaways, I guess, from or observations from the clutch stretch of the game?
I mean, shot making down the stretch. We have to be better defensively, right? That's our next step as a team, is being able to get stops. So, again, Louisa kind of talked to it, but it starts 1, just individual one-on-one pride, and then 2, an elite level of communication. That's what it takes late in the game to be able to execute coverages and whatever we're doing out there, if we're switching or if we're staying. So, yep, we've got to get better on that end of the floor.
Coach, I noticed T-Mac and Grace weren't in the game tonight. Was there a reason that they didn't get any time?
No, never any reasons. It's not personal. It's the flow of a game, right? There's 200 minutes to spread around. It's tough to get the minutes. No one's ever going to be happy, and those are decisions that I have to make, and just try to continue to put this team in the best position to win. And I'm not going to be perfect, but you just got to continue to be a pro and be ready when your number's called, and trust that this team will stay together, and opportunities will come for everybody.
You talked about the communication. It seemed like that was a little bit of a struggle tonight with the 3-point around the arc, and that Atlanta got open for a couple of pretty good looks. What was going on there? Where's that an area you can improve?
Yeah, it's defensively, you got to be able to do more than one thing, and it stems initially from being able to keep people in front and be good at the point of attack when there is a point of attack. So one-on-one, can you keep people in front and not put too much pressure on our help defense? And then can we be good at the point of attack, again, to not overextend our help defense? But that being said, with our help defense, you got to be in early so that you can play out and have urgency to be able to defend the arc. Defense is tough. These are the best players in the league, good actions. So it really takes just an intense amount of effort and a consistency and discipline on that end that we're continuing to build towards.
Coach, what did you see on the Atlanta's last defensive possession where Naz got open for that go-ahead 3-pointer?
Yeah, just, lots of action up top. Challenges your communication with kind of all the movement, but then ultimately a post-to-post screen that we would have liked to be able to switch to keep bodies on bodies. And again, just a little bit of slippage, a little bit of space is all she needs. And, credit to Naz for stepping up and having a huge game for them.
Great.
Paige had a strong fourth quarter offensively. Just what were some of the things that you saw from her?
Yeah, I thought, again, she got to the rim a little bit more, right? Like she kept going. Again, the pull-up's going to be there, and that's what we talked about at halftime too. It's like that's going to be there. Can we put a little more pressure on the paint and on the rim? Again, we were talking about BG a little bit, and then what happens in the early third, and she goes out. But either way, I just appreciated that she found that balance of mixing it in and putting more pressure to be able to get all the way to the rim.
We saw Haley match up with Brittany a couple of times. We saw her on some of those bigger players. How do you feel that she's able to perform in what would considerably be a mismatch, but seems to hold her own?
Yeah, just she's smart, savvy, good with angles, and then just good with her feet, right? Her advantages in those matchups is her quickness, and so to be able to pull the chair, and she's really long and can really poke, so just trying to pull the chair, poke, and trust that there's help behind her, and also help with pressure on the ball. So just continue to move your feet and not relent behind.
Rob, go ahead.
Thank you, Rob Tianson from the podium finish. Coach, we saw the team go on multiple strong runs tonight, closing the gap or taking the lead against Atlanta late in this game. So what does that say to you about the group's growth and progress, particularly with the selfless play on offense and the continued learning opportunities on the defensive end?
It's good. We're growing in a lot of positive ways, but this doesn't feel good, right? It's a missed opportunity. BG goes out. They're missing their starting point guard, so there's no, they were undermanned, and credit to them for stepping up. But again, it speaks to our just our growth trajectory and our resilience are never back down. And again, I think our offense is in a better place, and now our defense has got to come along with it.
What did you like about DiJonai's impact in this game?
Yeah, again, just DiJonai brings an energy that is different from anybody. She just has this energy about her defensively. And it's not to say she's perfect, but she just plays so hard on that side of the floor. And then she can get out in the open floor and she runs consistently and puts pressure on the rim. And I thought tonight, she was efficient tonight with some of her drives around the rim. So when we can continue to get good versions in A, she just, that energy is contagious, not only for our team, but also for the crowd. The crowd really feeds off of her and believes in her as well. So we need to continue to get that version in A.
Coach, thank you.